Oh shit, I'm live. What's going on, forks? I don't know if anybody's watching at this point. Hold on. Hold on. I know I'm late. Yeah. Mango, it's okay. I understand. Go to bed. Go to bed. Laying down, go to bed. All right. If you're still watching, oh, I got to pin that. Okay. So for anybody that actually donates to the pinned message that is right here, uh, I brought out just one more shot. I'll do the one shot, and then I have two beers here. And once all of that is done, I'm going to bed. Either that or I'm going to hit 1 hour. Doesn't really matter to me. And if anybody was wondering why I'm late, it's because I was listening to Taylor Swift. So, not even kidding you. Well, the next one up is Miley Cyrus. So, it's Party in the USA. It's one of my favorite music videos because it's fucking ridiculous. And I think I'm going to do this. Hang on 1 second. Stop screen, present, share screen. Here's what I'm going to do. Entire screen. I'm going to do this. Share. Recursion. Recursion. Do that. And then I'm going to do that. Because I would rather not see Dapperton. I'd rather see me looking at Dapperton as opposed to Dapperton. I'm eating some soup before bread. Good. Eat some bread with your soup. What's going on, Jay Gamer? Thank you for being here. All right. I was kind of scrolling through Dapperton's stuff, trying to find something, and I didn't really know what to cover because I really don't cover this dude. But I found this video and it says capitalism is not killing gaming, and it just made me harken back to like my thoughts on like wokeness and all that fun stuff. Um it is capitalism that's killing these things. It's the reason things are getting bad. It's because capitalism actually follows trends. So they want to, like, capitalists want to make the most money. So they're going to follow social trends. And sometimes that really just doesn't work out. And, look at the Marvel series. They just capitalized on fucking like how many Marvel movies are there? They just want to capitalize on people's eyeballs. And when it comes to like gaming, just make a game people like. Just make a game people like. It doesn't have to be woke. Like that's why I really love Fallout, because Fallout is one of the best games ever, cuz it's like a choose your own adventure. Granted, the outcome can essentially be, one of the three things, but at the same time, you can choose your own adventure and it gives you different options throughout the entire game. Why can't we just have that? And when it comes to movies, I really just don't give a shit if it's a good movie. I've gotten so much kickback because my favorite movie is Children of Men. It's a great movie. I love that. Clive Owen is by far my favorite actor of all time. Clive Owen's a fucking boss. He should be in more things. If Clive Owen were the protagonist in like a good Fallout series, mini series, I think Fallout should be a mini series or Fallout movie or something like that. Fantastic. Give it to me. Inject it into my veins. I'll take it. However, common space, Mr. Dapperton is what we would call, in the colloquial sense, unintelligent. So what he's going to say is probably going to be really dumb. I almost said movie. This video is pretty old. I will fuss at you about sleep. And thank you to all of the lurkers that are watching. Seth is getting his cloaca crack. And for anybody that donates to Mango, she'll tell me, hopefully, and I brought out one more shot. If it doesn't go down, that's fine with me because I got to work tomorrow. But I'm really only going to 1 o'clock. All right. And Mango's going to be like rolling her eyes like, oh, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock rolls around. I'm still sitting here. But, I really actually have to sleep. All right. So I don't know what this giant blue fucking space stick is and why you would have, Christmas lights, like these little Christmas, call them holiday lights, I guess, because I have ones that are for, the orange for Halloween. These ones, why you would have that in a movie theater? Anyway, your setup is bad and you're bad, and let's watch.
Hello, boys, girls, and those who sexually identify as a non-binary alien. I'm Mr. Dapperton.
And we start off with the worst shit.
And today we're going to watch a video where commies try to convince us that capitalism is ruining video games. Let's watch, shall we?
Thanks for inviting me over to play video games with you.
What? Breadville? The fuck are we watching now?
Necky Beard?
I wish we could have just played online. I can't believe the only system you have is a PlayStation. How many times do I have to explain PC Master Race to you?
Well, gee, Necky Beard, I wish I could afford a gaming computer, but those graphics cards are really expensive because of all that Bitcoin mining and whatnot.
Over demand for a product would happen under communism too. So what's your...
The fucking point is... What's the fucking point? The fact that people are capitalizing on Bitcoin mining using these graphics cards, so it makes the graphic card far more expensive. How did you miss that? Genius. Also, anybody that's watching, if you can send me clips anywhere, please do, of Mr. Dapperton just failing, or just anything from you want to watch from his channel, basically. And yeah, hold on, let me let him finish.
Point.
Oh, that reminds me. Here, let me turn off my Ethereum farm before we start playing.
Do you make a lot of money with that stuff?
Well, technically I lose a ton of money on electricity, but my parents pay the power bill, so it's no skin off my fedora.
As you know, the stupid puppet show is made by communists. This character, Necky...
It sounds more like it's made by capitalists. Like, it sounds more like a parody that you would make. Like, honestly, if anybody were living in their basement, their mom's basement, I would think it'd be you, bud.
Necky Beard is supposed to be a capitalist. Now, you know how capitalists always say communists are notorious for living at home with their parents? And this is true. Well, the communists who made this video are saying capitalists live at home with their parents, when they clearly are making puppet shows in the basement with their parents.
That's literally the opposite of... Are you... Like, how daft are you? Do you understand that term, daft? Incompetent? I have not seen this puppet show thing, so maybe I'm wrong, but that's okay. Like, at least I can admit it. Let's continue.
It's something called projection.
Thought you said that was a trilby.
Silence, horse. All right, let me just log into Fortnite. Oh, man.
What's wrong?
Gals,
The
Indie
internet's
Pals.
not working. Now we can't
Of course,
play
that
Fortnite.
wasn't said by a
Stupid
bigot.
online games
Yes,
requiring
you're 100%
internet
true.
access.
You're
We all
100%
know under
correct.
communism, games that are online wouldn't require internet
Thank you for
access.
being
They
here,
would run off
Tubian.
communist farts.
Well, how about we play an offline game like GTA 5?
You can't play GTA 5 offline, Glue. Everybody knows that.
You can play GTA 5 offline.
Not even the story.
I mean, do you want to play multiplayer? Like GTA 5 online is more multiplayer because of capitalism. How, Mr. Dapperton? Dude, Mr. Dapperton misses so many points that if he were a pincushion, he'd be empty.
Mode?
It has always on DRM, so it won't even load up unless you're connected to the internet.
Not true.
Well, that doesn't seem fair.
Well, who said life was fair? Okay, here, I had some retro Nintendo ROMs downloading overnight. They should be finished by now.
Oh boy, did you get Star Fox?
Star Fox? That's a furry game, isn't it?
We're furries, aren't we?
No way, I'm not a furry.
I don't know. I think we are furries, Nicky Beard. I'm a talking horse, and you're.
First of all, nobody shit on Star Fox. Star Fox is a great game. Star Fox is fucking fantastic. I'll tell you what, if somebody cash apps me that, I don't know, $200 to get Star Fox tattooed on me, I'll get fucking Star Fox tattooed on me. I will. Right on my chest. The Star Fox logo, I'll fucking do it. I love me some Star Fox. Star Fox is great. However, comma space, if anybody donates $10 or more to Mango, I will do this one shot. Please do that because this is insufferable. We are less than 2.5 minutes into this 20-minute video, and I am fucking livid. And that may be just the little bit of caffeine and me being pissed off about those folks on Underhaven, but Jesus Christ. Good game, but on wrong console. Yeah, you can't play Star Fox on a non-Nintendo console unless you like kind of pirate it, sort of. You can play it on PC, but Star Fox 64, dope ass game. Star Fox for GameCube. What I forget what it was called. It was cool that you could like get a tank and I think you can get a submarine, but I think that might have been Star Fox 64 where you get the submarine, but you can also run around with like a rifle and a rocket launcher. It's fucking awesome. I love Star Fox. Wing damage. That's the only thing Falco used to say in the NES version. Sorry, I'm old.
I don't want to hear it. Damn it.
What's wrong now?
What up,
ROMs
Skits?
never finished downloading. I guess Nintendo
Tubian,
shut down all the
and
ROM
everybody
sites
else.
overnight, so I guess classic Nintendo games are off the table.
Government invented copyright, not capitalism. If we didn't have government and just had straight capitalism, there would be no copyright, and you could download as many ROMs as you wanted.
Well, how about
when that kind of communism, because you just share all of the intellectual properties wherever, there be no right to sue. So in your version of a capitalist society, I could literally just take this video and upload it with, if I had far more subscribers than you, I could literally just upload your same video and you have no rights to any of the money that I make. What? What's going on, Spooky Bed Hair? How much to have it written in your forehead in felt tip pen? Ooh, it's a good question. I'll put it up to the chat, starting at $100. $100. Do I have a felt tip pen? I'll tell you what. For $100 to me, I will write it on my forehead. I will write Star Fox on my forehead in felt tip pen. However, comma space, I will say this. Can you save it for the next stream? Because I'm only going for an hour. I would rather have it there and you get your money's worth. Also, I will be able to take my patrol cap off. How does that sound? I will write Star Fox across my forehead. Spooky bed hair. I appreciate it. But save it for the next stream because I really want you to get your money's worth. But we'll wait till the next stream. Is that fair? Yes or no? Like I said, I want you to get your money's worth. Because if I write it on my forehead, I'm just gonna like wash it off once I get out of here, and then because I have to work tomorrow. 200 for a tattoo. 200 for, well, I'm getting a tattoo across my chest. That's just to pay for the fucking tattoo. I don't know. Spooky bed hair. How about this? Hit me up tomorrow on Underhaven and we'll work something out. Does that work? Now for the tattoo, I don't have any tattoos, so I don't know what the fuck a tattoo costs. Yeah, you gotta work with me here. All right. How about this? Spooky bed here. In the meantime, hit the link up at the top, and all of the money goes towards Mango getting at least a little bit of money towards her and her kid getting some food, and I will do a shot for you, and then we'll go. Especially because the tattoo is going to cost way more. I don't know how much tattoo costs. I don't have any tattoos. I spent 10 years in the army and I have no tattoos. Facts. I don't deserve to be attacked like this. All right. I'm willing to do things for other people. Somebody just give Mango $10 so I can move on.
About a mobile game? Do you get cell phone reception down here?
Of course I do, but you know I have a severe addiction to buying in-game currency glue. I can't play mobile games or my parents will have to get another mortgage on the house just like last time.
Lucifer, I am not...
Man, these guys...
I am not paying a 12-pack for a tattoo. Hell no. Not in prison. Oh, okay. All right. I will do the shot. Thank you. Thank you, Skits. Skits is a very nice guy. Very generous person. But Spooky Bed Hair, you and I need to talk. Down the hatch. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Right there. And we're going to try and figure out what the fuck's going on.
Damn it!
What's wrong now?
The ROMs never finished downloading. I guess Nintendo shut down all the ROM sites overnight, so I guess classic Nintendo games are off the table.
Government invented copyright, not capitalism. If we didn't have government and just had straight capitalism, there would be no copyright, and you could download as many ROMs as you wanted.
Well, how about a mobile game? Do you get cell phone reception down here?
Of course I do.
How do you cover intellectual property?
But
That's
you
what I
know
was
I have a
thinking.
severe addiction
Hey,
to buying
Sydney, hearts in
in-game
the chat for
currency
Sydney.
glue. I can't play mobile games or my parents will have to get another mortgage on the house just like
Look, first of all, I am always going to make bad tattoo decisions. The one tattoo that I want, and what I will probably get upon my retirement from the military, is a helicopter on the top of my hand with rockets on my fingers, simply so I can point at people and go, pew. And yes, I will be almost 50 years old.
last time.
Shit, man, these guys sure have a lot of problems. Sure doesn't seem like capitalism is one of them.
What are we gonna do, Glue? We can't play mobile games because of DLC?
Okay, it's not capitalism's fault that somebody would rack up their mother's credit card.
We can't play story mode games because of always on
It,
DRM?
it, it is. It is. Credit is literally a product of capitalism. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, here's what I want everybody to do. Reach out to Dapperton. Just, I don't know, if you have community posts, go on some of his videos and just say, Security Monitor Lizard wants to talk to you about how dumb you are. You don't have to say it in that. Just say, Security Monitor Lizard wants to talk to you. His channel or mine, it doesn't really fucking matter. But I want to shut this dude down. Because he's not a very smart
The
individual.
vast majority of games don't
Situation.
have always online DRM. Neither does the game that you say does.
Can't even go to play Fortnite at your house because your PlayStation will permanently lock me out of my account.
My friends use their accounts on my PlayStation all the time. It doesn't permanently lock them out of their account at home or anywhere. Again, more bullshit.
We can't even play 30-year-old Nintendo games because Nintendo sued all the ROM sites out of existence.
I will be 43, 44 by the time I actually hit my 20-year mark in the military. So, yeah. So I re-enlisted in the Army Reserves. I didn't go active duty because that's a young man's game. Seth, what the fuck is going on here? Go away. Go the fuck away. I would call him gay. Honestly, that might get to him. However, comma space, I don't think that's appropriate to call someone gay as a slur.
Again, that's your precious government's fault, not capitalism's.
It's capitalism's
None of this shit
fault.
is capitalism's fault.
It's all
your fault
capitalism's fault.
or the government's fault.
It's all capitalism's
Golly,
fault.
when did playing video games get so complicated?
I don't know, Glue, but it's only getting worse. Pretty soon they're gonna make it so all games are streaming. Then we're really gonna be screwed.
I think personally it's an interesting idea. I mean, having games like Netflix where you get to rent them online, and plus you don't need to buy a $400, $500 system every 5 years. It's like a $80 system because it doesn't have any hardware. It just streams. This
How is that not a problem, and how is that not capitalism's fault? You know what really fucking sucks? When I turn on my Xbox for the first time in months when I'm actually able to play it, and I can't actually do the things I want to do because I have to pay a subscription or shit. Or when I download a game and I'm like, oh, okay, it's $60 for the game. And then everybody I go up against is just throwing fucking lead at me. And I'm just like, shit, this game sucks because, well, I can't actually, I can't kill this dude in Modern Warfare 3 because they spent way more money on this game than I did. I just want to play the fucking game. I wonder if that's a communist thing or a capitalism thing. Am I defending communism? No, I'm just proving you wrong. You suck, Dapperton. God damn, you suck. You're eating up my time because you suck that much.
Saves the consumer tons of money initially when they buy the console, and also in the long run because they're not paying for any game.
You can already rent games through the consoles. Yeah. You can rent the games, but or you could just buy an older console and buy discs secondhand. Might be a little scratched. You gotta open up the case. Like, how he is an ANCAP. Yes, he is. How'd you figure that? Fun fact: Dapperton is your typical ANCAP because he's dumb.
Games they're not playing. And if this new streaming service thing doesn't work and people just want old school consoles that are expensive, they could do that too, and they'll gladly make them and take your money. The market will provide whatever the consumer wants, and whatever the consumer doesn't want will go away because it's not profitable.
Gaming as a service.
You just literally spelled out the problem with capitalism. Or rather, the problems you have with capitalism. Oh, we're just going to take these things away because they're not profitable. And then you complain because things are woke. Well, they weren't profitable. Why do you have a problem with that? You want everything to be profitable. So a Black Little Mermaid, if that's more profitable than the 1990s Little Mermaid with the VHS tape cover that has the fucking dick statue. By the way, I still have one of those. If the former is more profitable than the latter, then what is your problem? What's the problem? Using your own logic.
Nobody wants that.
I don't know, dude. Saving $500 on a console every 4 years sounds like a good deal. Also, streaming is pretty sweet. I mean,
I am up
Netflix
late.
and Hulu is pretty sweet.
I know, Glue, this is serious. Something terrible is happening to video games.
I only got a
can't
little
quite
bit to
put my
go.
finger on what it is, but something.
I only have a little bit of time left. I have about 30 minutes left. So I'm late. I'm working off caffeine and frustration.
Gaming.
What can it possibly be?
Did somebody call for help? No.
I don't think so.
Well, fucking too bad, because communists always drop in and give you their opinion when you don't want it.
It's too late. Oh, video games. I know all about video games. Don't worry, citizens. I'll save you.
Bruh. This is like the perfect. This is perfect. You are projecting your thoughts onto this screen in front of a bunch of AI people that have no thoughts in their brains, just like yourself. This is 100% you. You are the projector. You're the projector. The little Dapperton figure that's sitting over here came to the wrong theater. He was going to see, I don't know, whatever, shill-ass Marvel movie came out. But you came in and they were like, oh, are you the new projectionist? And you were just like, sure. And then this video happened. And you were like, you know what? Let's put up some fucking Christmas lights. Like, oh, who's that people you hate? Uh, basically anyone that had made a video or any white chick that made a video in the early 2000s, 2010s, where they had the Christmas lights. And yeah, I know, I have them. They're all over the place because it actually illuminates me a little bit. In fact, I'm not so illuminated on this side because I don't have my ring light on, and I'm not going to turn it on because I only have about 30 minutes left before I have to go to bed. I have better lighting than you, and you suck.
You will? Oh boy!
Wait just a second. You can't fool me. Girls don't play video games. I play video games all the time. Wait, do your breasts say SJW?
I mean, yeah, that's what my shirt says.
I knew it.
Knew what? Eyes up here, mister.
Get it? Because capitalists like Neckbeard are all misogynists.
Here, mister.
Wait, I thought he was a communist. Is he a capitalist or a communist? I'm confused. Somebody clarify this one for me. Is Beardy a capitalist or a communist? Also, tits are awesome. Boobies. Why? Did you lose your own plot? Girls don't play video games. Girls don't exist in the internet. Facts. I think he lost the plot of his own narrative. I don't think he understands what he's actually going after.
I knew it. Another social justice warrior coming around to try to ruin video games.
It doesn't stand for social justice warrior. Why does everybody think that?
Because you act like one, and what I mean is a dumb bitch.
It stands for super jump woman.
How telling. How very telling. Young man. How very telling. No wonder if we actually look at you on screen, it seems like you've, that thing. Haven't had pussy since pussy had you.
I already told you that, and I do play video games, and I really do know what we need to do in order to save them.
Yeah, right. Hey, Glue, we got a fake girl gamer over here. Quick, let's cyberbully her.
Get it? Because all gamers are misogynists who bully women.
Well, wait.
I mean, typically, kinda, yeah. Have you ever talked to a woman on the internet, let alone a woman? Like, dude, women get bullied all the fucking time. You should listen to Lord of Patriarchy because, at least on this note, because, well, that fat piece of shit calls every woman that's not, one of the underage lesbians in his little, I have to take a piss reel, a land whale.
Just a second, Neckbeard. I'd like to hear what this super jump lady has to say. Maybe she really can help us.
All right then, super jump female. Let's hear it. What's your solution to saving video games? And if you quote Anita Sarkeesian or tell me the problem is with female video game characters having boobs that are too big, then you can go jump off a cliff.
What? What do big boobs have to do with anything?
Well, That is an argument you left to say, so.
It's clear that
No. No, that's an argument Anita Sarkeesian said. I don't give a fuck about. I just want to play the goddamn game. Can I play the game? Let me harken back to Fallout. You know who has huge tits in Fallout? Any woman ever. Go ahead. Play Fallout. Fallout 3 all the way to 76. And strip them of their fucking armor and everything. They got huge fucking tits. It's awesome. I love tits. Tits are awesome, especially when they're in my face or, my hands. And, anyway. But what is it? Go back to fucking Vice City. Big tits. GTA 3. Big old tits. Cool. Awesome. I'm a leftist. I don't give a fuck. Am I clamoring here? Oh, I want smaller tits. I don't care. If you had more diversity in the tits, I'd be like, okay, well, I don't give a shit. Maybe, Dapperton, it's the sex appeal that capitalists are capitalizing on in their video games. So that dudes love some tits. And fun fact, I know you've never had a real woman in your life, but get this. A lot of women, I know this is gonna blow your fucking mind. A lot of women also love tits. They love them. They love them. They're just like, oh, tits. Tits are great. Can I feel your boobs? Cool. Yeah. They'll do that. Dope. You are like the epitome of like the 90s male that I grew up thinking that I should be, and then I evolved from. You're stuck in 90s mode, dude. Go back to watching Friends. Try watching it without the laugh track. It's really not that funny. In fact, you're not funny at all. Because you suck. Just like Friends with the laugh track.
all the problems you're having with gaming are the result of capitalism.
Tomb Raider?
Oh, here we go again. Another.
Yeah, capitalizing some tits. Some boobs. Remember when, like, what was it, Coors Light? Had that commercial about fucking I Love Twins or some shit? What do they have? Women with tits. Sitting in a fountain. I remember that. That was a thing. Tomb Raider. Look, if you don't have triangle tits, don't talk to me.
Cultural Marxist who thinks capitalism causes all the problems we have in the world.
I'm not a cultural Marxist, Neckybeard. I am just a Marxist.
Hey, I am too. I support the struggle of the proletariat. I even gave Karl Marx Chan some of my fleas.
Typical dirty communist giving people fleas.
Cool. What the heck does any of this have to do with gaming?
Don't you see, Neckybeard? DRM cracking down on.
Fun fact that, the vast majority of like people that agree with Dapperton would actually be spreading disease thanks to someone like Donald Trump, an uber capitalist. Weird. J Gamer, I never actually really liked Resident Evil, but I never played it enough. I think that's my problem. The Goat Simulator poster, hello, that game is actually funny. I enjoyed it. Lost brain cells. Yeah, because it's a fucking game. It's a game. It's a game to play. Does Goat Simulator make you a goat? No. Does Flight Simulator make you a pilot? No. Does Grand Theft Auto make you a goddamn car thief? No. They're games. Dapperton. You're dumb. Dumperton. Big old dump out of everyone's butt under your face because it's so. Why do you have this big laser dick into the screen too?
On ROMs, the move
I
toward
wasn't really gonna mention it, but why no projector looks like that? How much are they smoking in this fucking theater? What are you pumping into the theater? And no theater still uses film unless it's one of those like avant-garde theaters. It's like, oh, we're gonna play one of these old movies where we have a film projector. No, nobody does that. You suck. Your audience. Who is your audience? Who's your audience? Literally, who is your audience? Damn, dude, this guy sucks on every level. Every level, from the top down or from the bottom up. This dude sucks.
streaming video games, these are all moves by capitalists to extract more and more value out of gamers while offering less value in exchange.
DRM has to do with copyright, and that has nothing to do with capitalism. That has 100% to do with government. If we just had straight capitalism, we would have no DRM. We would have no copyright. We would also have no cracking down on ROMs. Both these problems come from government. And the idea behind streaming games is to save the consumer money and the businesses money on hardware costs. So you could spend more money on actual video games. So how is trying to save you money stealing money from you? I don't understand.
Why would a game studio intentionally screw over loyal customers? That doesn't make any sense at all. A business could never get away with that. They do every day, Necky Beard. You see, capitalism is a system that requires infinite growth for capitalists. That means capitalists must
Never played the game, only saw the memes. Big tits. Only reason to play it, yeah. Oh, Resident Evil Village. Okay. Yeah. Only saw the memes. Don't really care what they are doing with DRM. Offline games shouldn't require an internet connection just to play. I mean, if you have to download it, sure. But, like, I can kind of understand. I definitely understand where you're coming from, Lucifer.
constantly find new ways to extract value from customers while simultaneously attempting to reduce costs of production.
Like, I shouldn't require an internet connection just to play Fallout 4. I have the game. I own it. I shouldn't require an internet connection just to play the fucking game. I own the goddamn game. Same with like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I own the game. I should be able to fucking play it. She did break the internet. Sick and tired of DLCs. Never played a DLC in my life. I do have the Fallout 3 DLCs on disc for this PC. However, never played them. Still got to do that.
Company
Oh yeah, is that true? Because about 6 years ago, it was about $1,000 for a 50-inch television. Now you could get a 60-inch television for half that cost.
Thanks to capitalism. Because they outsourced the work and then they put that money into technology. Now we can get that TV. And I guarantee you, if I said, well, if it's half the price and poor people that are on government assistance can get a TV, you'd be like, oh, well, then they're not poor. But but the price was cut in half. Also, don't buy a TV, buy a projector. I have a 120-inch screen. And I paid like $100 for it. Just saying.
Android devices were about $600 8 years ago. Now you can get them for $50.
Companies have to make customers happy in order to make money.
Well, you agree that the goal of business under
Wait.
capitalism is to
Wait. Can somebody look up an Android device that's $50? Because my phone was like, I don't know, 500, $600. And I bought an Android because an iPhone would have cost me, I don't know, $1,000, $1,400. Switch wins. However, common space, Game Boy Advance. There you go. I think I pretty much just said Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance.
increase profits, right?
Yeah.
And there are only two ways of increasing profits: by cutting costs of production or by getting customers to pay more, right?
Uh-huh.
Those two ways aren't the most popular ways for capitalists to make money. The most popular way for a capitalist to make money is customer loyalty. They create a great brand that people want to buy, so more people buy it. More people buying your product makes it so they're more profitable. Am I right?
So you're both right and wrong at the same time, which is pretty fucking fantastic. You can cut the costs by outsourcing the labor and then creating a new product that people want. But here's the thing, when you outsource the labor, more and more people cannot afford the product that you want them to buy. So they can't afford it. And when you have to keep that same profit margin, then you're looking at the $15 Big Mac or the $130 Game Boy. You know what I'm saying? You outsourced all of the fucking labor. And then people where that product needs to be bought don't have the capital to be able to buy that product. So maybe actually pay people a living wage so they have time and resources to be able to actually spend the money on that product that you want sold. They're still probably going to buy it, but they're going to buy it on credit, and credit is basically just, it just goes into the ether. And that bubble's going to pop.
That's how they make more money, by being loyal to the customers and making a great product.
And there's only a small number of ways that companies can reduce costs. They either have to screw over employees with layoffs.
What's the alternative to that? Forcing the public to spend money on that product when they don't want it? No, it's important that people get fired when a product does bad so that the company could downsize. That way, the resources, the people, move to places where they're actually needed in the economy.
Success.
So you want people that are developing new technology, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, to be laid off so that they can be utilized elsewhere in the economy in order for them to make a smaller amount of money in order to... You're explaining communism, you stupid fucking idiot. You're literally advocating for communism, like full-blown communism. This isn't like Stalin's communism. This is Phnom Penh communism. Holy shit. How did I land on this dumb of motherfucker in just this small video? Was it Pol Pot? Was Pol Pot was Pol Pot Cambodia? Yeah, that was Cambodia. Right? Somebody correct me. You're literally advocating for like Pol Pot type communism. Oh, if you can't produce these things, then you should be laid off. Sometimes projects fail. Should those people just be laid off and have to work at McDonald's? Because McDonald's doesn't pay shit. Or what we could do is have these mega corporations actually dig into their pockets, those deep ass pockets, and pay people so that that capital can circulate throughout local economies, and then those local economies can thrive instead of just having your dumbass version of the United States of America. Good fucking God. How dumb is this guy? Like, dude, you are so dumb. You're dumb. Come talk to me about how dumb you are. Please. Encourage this guy to come talk to me.
Massively long work hours,
It's not screwing them over. They make 50% more when they're working overtime.
moving production
And they have to work overtime, which means they miss out on, their likes and interests, their families, their vacations. They miss out on the life. I have made this point so many fucking times in the past. This is one of the people that has never been outside. You can never go outside and actually just look up. You can't actually go outside and appreciate what's around you. You can't just shut the fuck off and go outside. You can't take your dog out and be like, I'm going to look at the trees. I'm going to turn over a fucking log and actually appreciate what the fuck is underneath that log. You can't do it. You have no idea how to do that. You're too goddamn dumb. You don't fucking figure it out. Go the fuck outside and touch some goddamn grass. Literally touch some grass. Actually listen to the birds. Figure out what nature is around, what the flora and fauna are around you. Just look around and you will absolutely be 100% absolved of this dumbass idea that you have. And by that idea, I mean your entire mindset. Just do that once a day for a fucking week. If you have the time, which I'm pretty sure you don't, because you're so fucking focused on, I'm going to be a goddamn capitalist. I'm going to be, but you probably work for some fucking asshole that makes far more money than you. And you're like, well, I could get there one day, when you're never going to get there one day. You're never going to. You're not going to, it's not going to happen. You're never going to be that guy because you're this guy. That's who you are. You suck at what you do. You suck at who you are. And you can't just go outside and appreciate the fucking trees and the birds and everything that's underneath them. You stupid asshole. Somebody clip that, please. So I can tag this motherfucker and treat him like the piece of shit that he is.
productions overseas and so on.
That's the problem of government creating minimum wage. Again,
No, it's not. It's the problem of capitalists sending fucking jobs overseas. Minimum wage in South Carolina is $7.25 an hour. Do you think you could survive on $7.25 an hour? Can you do it? When was the last time Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, or any of those motherfuckers actually did the experiment where they could survive on $7.25 an hour? Show it to me. Show it to me. They can't do it. They won't do it because they know they're wrong, just like you know you're wrong. And the only reason you're here is to get a fucking rise out of me, motherfucker. You know you're wrong. Admit when you're wrong. You're the same dipshit as all of them, and you're just as pathetic as Lord of Patriarchy. You got 10 times the subscribers than he does, and you know what? You only get about 10 times you get probably 3 times the amount of views that he does. 100 and some thousand subscribers. And how many views on this video? 106,000 subscribers. And you got 5,000 views. I'm no mathematician, but I know failure when I see it. I have 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes to get through some of this. And good God, I don't think I can. I guess I'm going to make this a teaser because I got to go to bed. I have work tomorrow. You know, work, that thing you don't do.
And you're blaming government problems on capitalism, which you often do, which every communist does. If communists knew the difference between capitalism and government, they wouldn't be communist.
Or by cutting corners and reducing quality of production, by shipping unfinished games and monetizing early access vaporware, or relying on by-the-numbers formulas and templating, right?
Businesses often freaking cut corners to keep the product cheap at a price that people are willing to pay. They don't do
Bullshit. Businesses cut corners to increase profit. Have you ever worked in a goddamn shop? Have you ever worked in a business? They'll cut corners for your safety and your well-being for the sole purpose of making them profit. That's it. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a shit about workers. That's why unions are so important. Unions are important because they protect workers. And you're against that because you don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. Businesses they're not people. They're entities that want money. That's it.
do it to rip you off. They do it so they could actually make it at a price that people are willing to pay, and so they could actually make a profit off of it. They don't want to be like Telltale Games and go out of business because they're making too much game for too little money.
That makes sense.
No, so far she has made 0 points.
And the only way to increase income for a company
Pot meat kettle.
is to find new ways to monetize gaming, including unwelcome additions like loot crates, microtransactions, gaming as a service, and so on, right? Of course. So you agree, capitalism is making gaming worse for gamers and for game dev employees, right? No.
What?
Capitalism is good for gaming. Oh my God, it's like talking to a brick wall. If it worked.
Okay, let's say you decide to be a video game designer under capitalism, right? What happens if you suck? What happens when you get fired? Oh, yeah, you find a new job at a different part of the economy where you're more needed. So everybody doing
It's Lord of Patriarchy over again. Well, just find a new job. Yeah, because that's fucking easy. It's not like there's not competition. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You actually have to have resources. You have to have connections. You have to have portfolios. Well, hey, I worked on, uh, I was the main developer on Jump Rope City, and it worked out fairly well in these sectors and everything. And you go to a developer, and they're just like, yeah, we're not looking for somebody that's making kid games. We're looking for like a FPS kind of developer that's actually going to be able to put in the work. And we see your name here, Jump Rope City. You were really just like writing in code. We have this other guy that actually put in the FPS aspect of Jump Rope City, and what we're actually going to consider them more. Is that company taking a risk? Absolutely. Are they going to profit based off of this dipshit's logic? Absolutely. Even though you were the main developer on Jump Rope City, you're not going to be the main developer on COD. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be the Fallout 5 fucking developer. You're not going to be the dude making the fucking furry Deathclaw on Fallout 5. You cannot just find another job because corporations will not pay. They will not pay you the wages that you deserve, nor will they pay you the wages that you need, which is why you go around to any fucking mega corporation that sells fast food, and they're having open interviews everywhere because they're only paying somewhere between $13 and $15 an hour. $15 an hour might get you the food that you need for 2 days. You need, not your family, not you and your kids, not you and your kids and your wife or partner or whatever. It's going to get you the food that you need so that you can go back to work. And that's all they care about. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to go to bed because I have to go to work. I will finish this video at a different time, and I think I might panel up. I'm not sure because this dipshit with his weird ass fucking CGI space laser dick coming out of the projector, projecting all of his dumbass ideas that fail onto us, and the weird Christmas lights in a theater. In a theater? Who puts these Christmas lights in a theater? Who puts Christmas lights in a fucking theater? I will see you guys soon. Hope to see you guys. Well, I guess it would be tomorrow night on Underhaven. I don't have an outro, so I'm going to bed. I'm going to go snug my pooch and, I don't know, poop out of my butt. Cloaca, technically. Fuck you, Mr. Dapperton. Come talk to me. Of course Ravenous Bean shows up right now. God damn it. Ravenous Bean is an OG. One of my favorite people. All right. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.